Welcome back, everyone, to Pontus Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 4, Episode 6 of Time of Legends Joan of Arc, and we are playing The Ride of the Black Prince. It comes from August 1356, and we basically have the English just at the start of an invasion, with citizens and peasants running to take shelter in the church, and the French trying to defend them, at the same time trying to stop this supply line reaching their marked orders place that the English are trying to push through. Their winning condition is, get this right here, so we're kind of blocking them here. Massive troops that have been delayed for deployment, so let's see if the English can bring those to bear, because their mounted cavalry has taken a huge beating here and they need some backup. So we might have to play that charge and maybe even that reactivate. We have an ambush that I think we might play this turn, because this ambush card allows the English to go first. So we'll put that in. We have to upgrade our mounted Black Prince. We'll reveal we get 2 activation tokens, and we will reveal our additional cards here. We've got an interrupt, and yeah, I think that we might just take those interrupts, both of us. Okay, so let's start out with this ambush. So we paid our 3 tokens for the ambush. At the start of the opposing player's turn, you can perform a move or attack in either with one of your units. So what they're going to do is they will activate with their activation here the cart to move forward with an escort, and the knight this force here. So that'll be their pre-move. And I think from a sense of the orders, we're going to have a charge of these men. So they're going to activate by going to here. So they'll actually be able to be in this next, I believe it's this one, right? They have to go 2 spaces. So our archers will now be closing the gap, and we can move these charging this way to attack these peasants. So they can actually attack peasants here. So this is, let's just put the activation here to see who's active, and this activation is here now, basically. And then lastly, we can, I think we'll play this as an interrupt after their plan. We can have them, these archers, fire. I guess these archers would fire again as an interrupt. Okay, so let's get back to the French player's turn. So that's our ambush. We can take this off the table now. Ambush has been played. Let's get into our French activation. So they will activate and try to attack from behind here. So they sort of have broken through the line, but we'll have these guys move right in here as well. So we'll have them split off and try to attack here. So that's that activation. Well, actually, why not? Let's have these peasants actually activate as well, and we'll just keep this one in as a spare. So that activation of the peasants are able to go with a yellow attack versus a white defense. So, and they get to push back. So actually these peasants get to push them back, which is great. So basically they staved off that attack of the peasants, which would add up to another victory for the English in casualties. French will also attack the mounted cavalry from behind. So they get the 2 dice to the 1 black, and they get a damage also. So again, mounted cavalry damaged. I think that we are able to replay our defense roll if we play a experience. So let's use our reroll actually. So we'll have the our our English player will get to spend a reroll token. So we've got our reroll token, and they can go ahead and try to reroll that to block that, and they do get a blocking shield, so they are able to defend that. Let's look at the cart has moved forward from the last turn. Other French is the crossbowman. We didn't activate the crossbowman, so actually let's take that last one to activate the crossbowman and let them fire also at the cart and the... So the cart can be destroyed, cannot be destroyed in this scenario. It can move up to one area, so we can't destroy it, but we can basically control it. So if we capture it, it means we capture it. So let's have crossbowmen will all fire here. So the crossbowmen get to roll the red dice, get to roll 3, and our cavalry gets to roll black. So we see push, a kill, and a push. And the Black Knight takes damage from the crossbowman, so we can place 1 damage token on him. So his upgrade is actually saving him because he has that extra hit point now. So he's taken damage, but still will live to fight another day. And that's going to do it for the French. Let's move over to the English, and they do get to have this other round of... So that was their first ambush, was like a preemptive attack. Now this is their actual turn. So they will get to attack into the crossbowmen as well as they're rushing through. So we'll roll that as this 3 dice. Crossbowmen get a defense of white. So we can give them 2 to... Actually, he gets an additional yellow. So a shield and a shield. But we still get crossbowman is injured. So we get a crossbowman injured from that. And let's also go with... they were already pushed back. We've charged these archers. Let's have them fire into this crowd here. Archers can roll once, twice. Defenses are a block and a block. So we do get 1 injury from these halberdiers, French halberdiers. They get moved to the injury, and I believe then we also have an interrupt at the end. So the interrupt means the English can go one last time with this batch of archers as well. And they're able to maybe just attack into... I think they have a line of sight here. So they're not really able to do that attack. So let's just return that. And that will do it for turn number 6. So we're 1 block away. They have to move 2 spaces away to get the cart there. So we have a last-ditch effort to try to save that in turn number 7. Before we end the turn, let's wrap it up with our phase to detect who gets killed and the casualties check. Let's do our casualties check. So first of all, we get back to the infirmary for our English cavalrymen. Death for our... now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 6 required. Right? I believe it's 6. Black Prince wins if he destroys a total of 6 French units. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the last one, French unit, still waiting. So we can put that back. So yeah, it's getting close. We are on... we are going to get to our final turns. So I feel like the only strategy here is to double down on stopping these knights right here with our French forces. We do have a French rallying point, so if we could get these guys to rally, we could land them right here. We also could play Ring the Bell again, and I believe we can get more citizens to come down. So let's Let's see what our strategy is for the next round. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next turn. Bye-bye.